Hello everybody, it's me John aka Nelzy, and I'm back for yet another Transformers review. And like I was mentioned in the previous review I did, which was the Yolopark Optimus Prime model kit, I am returning with part 2, with the second model kit that I got for Christmas, Optimus Primal Yolopark model kit. So let's get into this, roll those titles. Okay then, so here we are with Optimus Primal, the Yolopark model kit. Nothing is much different to the previous model kit. It is exactly the same with how it works. It's all pre-assembled, but then you just got to add certain bits to make it finished, to finish it off. What's interesting about this model kit is he does actually come with weapons, unlike Optimus Prime. Obviously, if you've seen my build review for Optimus Prime model kit, I was a little bit disheartened that it didn't come with a cannon or any sort of weapon. But this guy, he comes with his twin swords, his blades, which is awesome that this guy does actually come with actual weapons that he does use in the film, but yet Optimus Prime doesn't. I understand with Optimus Prime, it is like his arm is technically his blaster. It all opens up, and his arm opens up, and it's all integrated into his arm. So in order to do that, you would probably have to have like a separate piece that you plug in, like a separate arm at least, to make it look like it is like his blaster. But I think it's much better value, this guy, because you do actually get weapons with him, even though they are both the same price. Anyway, so let's have a look, see at the back. So this is what he looks like once all built and finished, and as you can see there, he does indeed have his twin blades. Now this guy's going to be relatively straightforward as always, as this is the thing, is I don't really see these as model kits per se. I just see them as action figures with assembly required, some assembly required sort of deal. Because I've just been on Kapow Toys tonight, and there's actually quite a few versions of Transformers model kits, and there is a lot more involved model kits out there on the market. But these, I would say, are more like entry grade for people that don't really do model kits, or I would say people that maybe struggle with normal model kits where you have to snip off the parts and you have to literally build the entire thing from scratch. Some people struggle with things like that, which I can understand. So these kits, I would say, are perfect for people that are a little bit unsure or struggle with model kits, the proper full scale, in-depth ones anyway. But these are nice though, regardless. Once all built, they are beautifully detailed. I mean, I'm very, very, very happy with Optimus Prime. He looks amazing. Really, really nice display piece, and I'm ultimately really looking forward to getting this guy all built and put with Optimus Prime. So let's get him out of this box and let's see what we're dealing with, and let's get into the build. Here we go then. So this is what we are contending with. This is him out the box, and once you take off this protective thing, this is everything, all the parts, all inlaid in just like Optimus Prime, in the position and everything where everything is centered. This doesn't really seem to have as many parts, to be honest. It's mostly more his legs, where you see the additional parts. His arms and everything are practically already done. So, like I say, you can't really call this a model kit, because it is pretty much all pre-built, and you just plug it all into place. What's interesting about this guy is that he does actually have an additional faceplate compared to Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime doesn't have an additional faceplate. It is quite literally just, it is quite literally just the face he actually has. So yeah, which is interesting is that, he has the whole battle mask, and he also has a normal faceplate, so you can swap out the faceplate if you so wish, which is pretty cool. I'm actually a bit more impressed with Primal over Prime, with the fact that you do get his twin blades, and also you get an additional faceplate as well, which you don't get with Optimus Prime. Anyway, so let's get to building. Okay then, so here we are with the first part, which, just like Optimus Prime, so start off with the chest. Nice detailing on the chest, really, really nice indeed. The black and the chrome, the maximal symbol, all this in there is painted just kind of like a gunmetal grey. And then you've got the whole spinal bit here as well, which is really nice, painted gunmetal grey. Really lovely moulded piece. It really is. So, obviously, I'm going to keep the battle mask. I'm going to keep the battle mask faceplate on for now. So you get the face, which is really, really cool. Really nice looking face sculpt. And I simply just plug it into place like so. Really nice fit. So there we go. So there's the first two pieces assembled. And then we simply just plug in his arms, the torso, legs, and all that kind of jazz, and the feet and such, which is relatively quite straightforward. So for this step, that is pretty much all you do. If you wanted to, of course, you can swap out the faceplate for the open mouth or the battle mask. So the next is going to be the arms, which is in 3 pieces, which is the shoulder, normal forearm, and the hand and the fist. So let's do that now. Here we are, the arm. So it's really, really cool. Again, moulded arm. I don't know why, but the arm sort of is articulated, this bit here. There's nothing underneath, because obviously Optimus Prime has like his twin cannons that poke out of his arms. He doesn't have those with this model kit, but for some reason these two pieces they've actually got a ball joint in there, and they just simply plug in like so. And I don't exactly know the reason for that. I don't know, but yeah, for some reason. But these are a little bit looser as a result, which is kind of annoying. But what can you do? But so yeah, so here's the shoulder. So this is the bit that goes into the main ball joint, into the main bit, into this, the main ball joint. And then we just simply have this little peg on the other side, which just plugs into the arm. So you just simply plug it in like so. And then that will just simply plug into that ball joint there. Ball joint to ball joint area. And then just simply plugs in like that. So there's the first arm plugged into place. And then we just need a hand. So for now, I'm just going to use one of the close fists. You get multitude of different hands again with this kit, like you did with Optimus Prime. So we'll just simply it's very simple, ball joint, and just plug straight into there. Some of these parts do need a little bit of force, like that, and then there we go. So that's the first arm now all finished. And what's really cool is that is articulated just as you come to expect for Optimus Primal. You can have them closed down like so. The shoulder pads, You can have them like that, or you can have them slightly upwards like that, which is more his signature. So these are nicely articulated as well. So you can have them in any sort of position you wish. Here we are then with the abdomen area, which is really beautifully detailed and painted. Really nice lighter, like chrome, kind of like a chrome paint on this bit here, which is really nice. And all the parts are really beautifully individually painted. You've got different shades. You've got like a lighter grey, like a chrome, which is for like the piston areas, which is really cool. And then you've got like a gunmetal grey and a darker grey on the black, like a real nice black. So it's very beautifully painted piece, I must admit. It really, really is. This is the thing with Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal, is that he's very dark colour palette. Compared to, say, the original Optimus Primal from the TV series, from the animated cartoon or whatever, he was a little bit more diverse. You know, he had more colour in him. He had white, red, blues, so on. So it kind of like broke off the black a lot. But with Optimus Primal, for some reason in Rise of the Beasts, they decided to go with a very, very corroded, old, ancient, rusted black, very dark colours palette for pretty much all of, well, for mostly Primal. Rhinox is also very dark as well. But anyway, I do like what they've done with this kit, where it is a lot more enhanced, a lot more highlighted. So for this piece, there is a couple of additional pieces that need to be plugged in. So what we need for this is 2 pieces, I believe. There is like this panel. Let me get it out. There's this panel, which is technically his ass, his butt cheeks. That simply plugs into this plug area right there, as you can see. So this just simply will plug into there, like so. After doing that, so the legs do indeed have some paneling that needs to be plugged on. So we have, right, let me just have a look, see here. We have this sad panel here, which I believe will go there. I believe it just simply will plug into this bit here. So you just simply have like a hole and everything, and it just will simply just kind of go into place there. I think that's correct. And then we have like a lower piece as well, which I think goes, yeah. And then we have this lower piece, which has like a longer connection. See, like a longer connector, and there's like a long piece of plastic just kind of sticking out there. And then these pieces you'll simply just post in there together. I think that's it. So it's just literally just 2 parts or 2 panels that simply just plug straight in, and that's pretty much that. And then we have the foot, which, here we go. So a nice, pretty cool looking foot, quite nice moulded detail. This guy also has a little bit of toe movement, not as much as Optimus Prime, but it does have a little bit of movability. And then obviously you've got the foot pivot as well. So this will simply then just plug into a little porthole thing there, and then it just simply will just plug straight into there. But that is pretty much the only parts for each leg that I can find. And then we get the abdomen, and then we just simply plug this leg in like so. So there's the first leg connected, and then we just simply build the second leg. So there's the second leg now all built off camera. And then we just simply plug it into place like we did the last one, like so. And there we have his legs connected. And then we simply then will just plug the two pieces together that were already pre-built. So the top half and the bottom half, simple, just plugs in straight there, like so. Just kind of maneuver. There's a couple of little pieces that I think is supposed to sort of angle, because there's these two pieces here that sort of stick up. So I think they just simply just sort of rest somewhere. So there we are. We have Optimus Primal now completely all built. Very, very cool indeed. And here he is, all in his now built glory. He looks absolutely amazing. Let's get a nice close-up again of that head sculpt. Very, very cool indeed. Like I say, you do get an additional head sculpt as well. Open mouth, but I've kept the battle mask on for now. And then you've got the lovely Maximal symbol. Just such a cool looking thing. It's so beautifully detailed. Bring it down here, and as you can see, what I love as well is that you've got the amount of detail inside the pieces, like inside the legs here and everything. It's just really, really cool. Then look at the feet, really nice moulded pieces. And then yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I just love the amount of paint application. It just really, really is beautiful. Turn him around so you can have a look see at the back. So yeah, you got this lovely, I love this, the whole like spinal cord kind of thing coming right down. Yeah, it's just really, really nice. You see all like the pieces, like the panels, in between the panels, all these nice moulded pieces. Really, really is cool. Such a nice figure. Even though, like I say, you know, these, to me, I don't see these as model kits. I really don't see them as model kits. I just see them as kind of assembly, you know, partial assembly required sort of deal. I don't see them as model kits. I mean, obviously there are proper model kits. I would say a proper model kit on the market. There is a where you basically much more in depth, where you pull all the parts off and you practically build the entire figure. They are what I would call a model kit. These really aren't model kits. They're just really highly detailed figurines that you just simply plug into place, all the parts, but that are already pre-built. But no, regardless of that, it is really, really nice. And of course, he does come with his twin blades as well, which is really nice, which I think is a great idea. I don't know why they decided to put this guy with his signature blades, but they didn't do the same kind of thing with Optimus Prime, like give him his cannon arm or whatever. But what can you do? So yeah, like I said, he does come with individual hands, other hand options. He comes with a single pointed finger hand, so it's kind of like Maximal's kind of pointing. And then we have two open arms, like more like open. And then so we get two of those, and then we get the actual fist, that is the closed fist that can actually that can clutch his swords. So let's have a quick look see at the swords in question. So absolutely beautiful. You know, they're not too bad, I guess. You know, you can't really tell. There we go. They're like, you might say, there's a little bit of moulded detailing on the handle bit here. But the blade itself is quite cool. Nice shiny chrome paint on it. So you get two of those, which are obviously completely identical. These do combine as well, so there is like a little recess and a slight little, see there at the top, kind of like a little thing. So you just simply marry them together. That it seems to be kind of be one way, so you've got to do them like this. So one blade seems to be down here because he sort of does this whole, so kind of like twirls them. So you put them in this kind of position, or the way they're thinged, and then you just simply can put. You simply kind of you can hold them, but it's a little bit confusing because I think what you're supposed to do is you kind of, before you do that, you're supposed to kind of push one through and then just simply connect on the other side, because the fists aren't articulated, which is a bit annoying, but just simply plugs in like so. And then we have the combined swords together. You just, oh yeah. So there he is with his swords. Now, I actually prefer this kit because you do actually get his signature blades. Unlike Optimus Prime, he is literally just on his own. He doesn't have any sort of weapon. I mean, I don't think it would have really been much of a problem if they had like a full moulded separate arm that you just take the arm off and you plug a different arm on, which has the open cannon arm. It's just, you don't have as much playability factor with the Optimus Prime one. Even, I understand these aren't really supposed to be, like, you're not really supposed to play with them as traditional action figures. They are more meant for display. But I get that kind of aspect. But the thing is, for me, is that you've got more playability, you've got more, you know, this guy is really beautifully articulated. You can get him in some real nice poses, and he actually does have his twin blades, so you can actually get some nice poses out of the guy, so you get some nice dynamic poses. So to finish things off then, articulation on him, like I say, these shoulder panels are articulated, so you can kind of move them about as you wish. The arms swivel outwards, full swivel, and then you have the elbow and slight swivel as well, and obviously the fist is ball jointed. The head is, you can bop up and down and can there we are, yeah, it does. It's just a bit stiff on that joint. It does have full articulation. You have waist pivot, so the waist can pivot and swivel, and you've got actual swivel of the waist as well. The legs, so obviously can come up to there, and then you've got knee, and then you've got foot pivot and everything. It's, yeah, really cool. You've got beautiful articulation there, plenty of dynamic posing you could do with him, which is really cool. So there we are then. That is my review on Yolopark's 20cm model kit of Optimus Primal for Rise of the Beasts, or from Rise of the Beasts. Very, very nice indeed. Just really cool. I mean, I'm happy with both of them, but I prefer this guy. Not because I'm not saying it as a bias thing, because obviously I am a Beast Wars fan, of course, but I'm not saying it because of that, just because of that. I'm saying it because you actually get his twin blades, which I was surprised to actually see you do get included. Unlike Optimus Prime, you don't get any sort of weapon whatsoever, not even his blade, not even any sort of inkling of like a separate part where it is like a fully moulded arm, which is his cannon, like because obviously it's integrated into his arm. None of that. But this guy, you do get a couple of twin blades, which I think is much better for the value for how much this kit is, which isn't much at all. It's only about, I think these are only about 25 each or something like that. Just under 30 quid, which isn't bad at all considering of how beautifully detailed they are. I don't rate them as I don't see them as a model kit in my eyes. Other people might have a different opinion to me than that of them when it comes to things like that. But I don't see them as a model kit. They technically are, because there are some parts you do have to put on there. You know, the only parts on this guy you have to actually put on, obviously, you like additional pieces like panels and stuff, is mostly on the legs and his butt cheeks panel. Literally the only panels that are additional panels, so you have to put onto his legs and his abdomen. Everything else is pre-built, and you just simply plug in together. But I am thinking about trying some other kits within the Transformers lines as well, just to sort of see what they're like. Because obviously, like I say, you've got Flame Toys, you've got a few other versions. Yeah, there's a few versions that I've noticed on the market that are actually what I would call a proper model kit, where they're much more in depth. Just as detailed as these, but they are much more in depth when it comes to the building process, should I say. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching this review. This has been me, Nosy, with another build / review on this model kit, Yolopark's model kit of Optimus Primal for Rise of the Beasts. Thank you ever so much for watching. Hope you enjoy. Hope you have a lovely new year. So happy new year to one and all. Hope you have a great new year. And I shall be returning hopefully in the new year with more videos, more reviews and such. So take care of yourselves, everybody. Enjoy yourselves this weekend for New Year, whatever it is you decide to do. And I shall see you all in the new year with more videos, live streams and all that kind of jazz. And yes, it's going to be good. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.